everybody, and thank you for clicking on my video. My name is Rosie, and I am the STEM coordinator at the Wilmington Boys and Girls Club. If you don't know what STEM stands for, it's an acronym for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. So, we at the club want to bring you fun learning activities we will provide for you virtually through YouTube. I know this is a difficult time, so please participate and share these videos we worked so hard on. We are doing everything we can to provide you with exciting material to do at home and keep your brain stimulated. I have something incredibly planned out for you today, but before I get into that activity, I want to start videos from now on with the STEM word of the day. I will have a STEM-related vocabulary word of the day. We will learn how to spell the vocabulary word and define it so you know what it means. And I will also spell it and say it in Spanish. So, for today's STEM vocabulary of the word is, can you guess it? Science! So, today's word of the day is science. If you guessed that, then you are absolutely correct. Pat yourself on the back because you did a good job on guessing for that. Okay? Let's learn the definition. Science. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, science is knowledge about or the study of the natural world based on facts learned through experiments and observations. In other words, that just means that we are discovering and learning about the universe by testing how and why it works and why things happen. Cool! Alright, so like I said, that was the science word of the day, but we also are going to learn it in Spanish. So, what is science in Spanish? Ciencias. Ciencias. That's how you spell it. C-I-E-N-C-I-A-S. Ciencias. Ciencias. Say it with me one more time just to make sure you got it. Ciencias. Ciencias. Good job. All right, you guys. Thanks for learning the STEM vocabulary word of the day. Now let's get to the part of the video that you've been waiting for. The activity time. I'm so excited because I have something planned for you today. We're gonna learn and design your very own, drum roll please, a kid-friendly escape room. So, I'm going to teach you guys how to make a kid-friendly escape room. If you don't know what an escape room is, or it's also called an escape game. An escape game is where you can have a team together discover clues, solve puzzles, and accomplish tasks in one or more rooms in order to accomplish something like a goal and have it done in a limited amount of time. The goal is often to escape the room. That's why it's called an escape room. Okay, so this is a fun activity for my 5th graders, but any age and grade level is welcome to join. You guys can make it work out for your grade level. Just be creative. If you are younger, you can still try this. Just ask a parent or someone at home to help you out and have questions for them. You can show them this video and maybe you guys can work together to create your own. So we are going to carefully plan and design 3 problem-solving challenges. The challenge has to use math problem-solving skills. It also has to use cognitive learning skills. And we're going to include just a little introduction to elementary level coding. So I will explain each step as long we go through this video. Let's get to designing. So this is the designing phase. What we have planned is, first let's brainstorm what we're going to do for our challenges. I think we should have one solving a puzzle. So I wrote it down. That's what we're going to try for first. And that's going to be related to the cognitive learning skills. Okay. And then I'll show you step by step on how to make that puzzle. Just keep watching. Okay. So in order for someone to win and exit the room, they'll need a password. And to say that password at the door to escape. Let's make that password have not only a word, but also numbers. Now we can have the second challenge, which will be to try to solve a math word problem.
Ooh.
And that last challenge will be to solve and decode the written word that you're going to learn through coding. All right, so why don't you guys take this moment to pause, look at this screen, and get all those materials. So the materials you need are listed right here. You're gonna need about 7 pages of paper. You can have more. That way, if you make a mistake, like me, I have a lot of pieces of paper. You're also gonna need a pencil. I recommend a pencil because if you make a mistake, you have an eraser. And I have an eraser as well. You're gonna need scissors. If you are in elementary, please be careful with scissors, handling them. Maybe ask a parent or someone at home to cut whatever you need to cut. And then we also need tape. And then you might need someone's help to look up this. You're gonna look up the coding alphabet. So I have one here. If you guys can see, I hope you guys can kind of see. But I found this online. I just looked up coding alphabet and this is what came up. I'll go more into detail on what a code is. So just make sure you gather all those materials. All right, so let me explain coding now. So what is coding? Coding is how we communicate with computers. Learning to code is like learning to speak and write in a particular language, the computer's language.
Cool.
So we are going to use coding in a different beginner way for this challenge. So I researched an elementary coding alphabet like the one I showed you. This is the one I found. You can find one, whatever's interesting, but if you see the alphabet is right there, you'll see the letters, and on the bottom there's a symbol. So for a star, that means A. And if you see, let's say, a heart, that means it's an M. So that's a little example of that coding alphabet. You guys can use this one. This is called fairy coding. I just looked it up on Google. All right, so now that you know about coding, let's start with our first challenge, which was gonna be a puzzle. These are the steps for how to make a puzzle. Pause it here, take a screenshot, or write it down. So, how to make a puzzle, these are gonna be my steps. You're gonna need one piece of paper, so I'm gonna put the rest on the side. And then we're going to draw using your pencil. That's why I said a pencil, because you can erase. And we need 10 jigsaw puzzles. So just draw however you can make it look like a real puzzle. I'm gonna do one right now. You guys can see an example. So we need 10 jigsaw puzzles. So I'm gonna kind of make a line in the middle, just so I can know I have 2 strips that I'm gonna use. And then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna just trace a line straight here. And this doesn't have to be perfect, it's your puzzle. So let's DIY this puzzle. I'm just gonna make a weird shape here. You can see that, and then just bring it down. So that's one piece. Let's keep it like this. Let's do another piece like that. 2. Let's see. I'll do 2 like that. That one looks funny. So 1, 2, 3, and I just need one more line here. Let's make that like a square, the top of a square. All right, so we have 5 pieces on top. Let's do 5 more on the bottom. And you guys can be creative. You can do them weird. Like I'm doing a triangle, and it's still gonna work out. Be creative with this. Draw.
What about zigzag?
Ooh, that's a good one. All right, let's try zigzag. That's a good puzzle piece. And I just need 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4, 5. So one more line. Let's see. I'll just draw another zigzag this way.
That looks cool.
6. I bet your guys' looks cool too. So, now that we have our 10 jigsaw pieces, I'm gonna write a message over this piece. So what I'm gonna write is basically a hint to the next clue. So I'm gonna write whiteboard. And it's okay if they're not, if you see it's not perfect, but when they connect it, they'll see. So that's white. So if you're doing this at home and if you don't have a whiteboard, you could write table in one of these, and that'll be, maybe that could be the clue, the next clue where it's gonna be located at. I'm gonna use purple. You can use any marker color and just trace over that. When someone solves the puzzle, it's gonna say whiteboard. The next step that you're gonna need to do is just cut those pieces. So I'm just gonna cut straight. Again, please ask your parent for help cutting the pieces of paper. This is my puzzle. I'm gonna flip them over so that when someone comes to solve it, they won't know what pieces are what, and they'll try to connect that. All right, so good job on your puzzle. Now let's do the math problem. I know you guys think that math is really hard, and I'm here to show you that it's fun and it's really easy to create your own math problems. So what we are gonna need for this, I'm gonna put these puzzle pieces away. Put them on the side. And you're gonna need, let's see, 3 pieces of paper. 1, 2, and 3. So why do you need 3 pieces of paper? One is gonna be your scratch paper for how we're gonna write that problem-solving math problem. And then the other one is for the answers, and then this is for that question that's gonna be for the clue. So we need that 1 piece of paper, and let's start cutting it. Let's fold it into 4 squares. I'm gonna fold it in half, and then fold it this way, create another half. So now we have 4 pieces. Your 4 pieces, put them on the side, we don't need them for now.
Okay.
Now let's get started on making the math problem. So you're gonna need that piece of paper, we also need tape. All right, so let's see, how do we start making a word problem? The best idea that I can give you or tip is to just think of any number. Doesn't matter. I would choose anything from 0 to 20 just to make it easy. But if you are in middle school or high school, go crazy. You can go up to over 100, over 1,000 even. So think of a number. I think I'm gonna pick 10. So I'm gonna write the number 10. Now, let's think of another number that's closer to 10, which is
8.
8. So we have 8. Now I'm gonna decide what I wanna do with these 2 numbers. Maybe just to make this easy, let's just add them. That's the easiest that we can do. So we decided we were gonna add those numbers, but you can either multiply them, make that into a fraction, but for this video, we're just gonna add them. 10 plus 8 equals, what do you guys think it is?
18.
Correct, so it's 18. 18. Let's think of a story that we can write using the numbers 10 and 8. I wrote one down because I had this idea earlier. Let's pretend, Rosie, me, I went to the candy store and I bought 10 Jolly Ranchers.
That's a lot of Jolly Ranchers.
But they're so good. All right, and then I bought 8 Skittles. We're gonna ask the question, how many Jolly Ranchers and Skittles does Rosie have in total? So, I'm gonna write down the correct answer. We already solved it, which was 18. Let's write it on one of those 4 squares that we cut earlier. So, 18 in the front. You see that?
Yes.
All right. Now you're gonna get another piece of paper and let's write that story, because whoever is gonna go to that challenge, they're gonna read it and try to solve it and get that answer.
Okay.
So we're gonna write. You're gonna write it on a piece of paper, your math problem that we created. So Rosie went to the store. She bought 10 Jolly Ranchers and 8 Skittles. How many Jolly Ranchers and Skittles does she have in total? Right, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna put a piece of tape on the very top, and then I'm gonna go to where the location is of that clue. So in the puzzle that we made earlier, we set the whiteboard. So I'm gonna go to the whiteboard and tape the math code and put it right there. Now let's go back to our answers. So we had the correct answer. Let's make up 3 fake answers or incorrect answers. I would do something that's close to the number 18 just to trick someone. So maybe 17. 1 less than 18. How about, let's see.
19 is 1 more.
19. And then how about
16.
16? That's a good one. So, just so you don't get confused, let's also write something behind the correct answer. I'm going to draw a happy face so we know that this is the correct answer. And you're also going to write a clue for the next so that they know where to go next during that challenge. So I want them to go to the table. So, table. Go to the table. Go to the table. I wrote that because the third challenge is going to be at the end of the table. Alright, so all we need to do now is just tape each of those and put them under that word problem. Let's take these over here. Math wasn't that bad, and you guys created your own math problem. Good job.
Thank you.
So, here's the last challenge. We're gonna mess around with coding. So these are the steps. First, like I said earlier, you're gonna go online, have someone research for you if you don't have a phone or get a parent's permission to go on the internet, and you're gonna look up coding alphabet. You can make your own, but for this video, I found this one that I thought was really cool. So can you see? This is the one that I found. And then let's get another piece of paper. And then we're gonna think of a word. Just think of any word. I think, and we're gonna write it down. I think I'm gonna use the STEM word of the day, which was
Science.
science. So let's write science. You're gonna write science, and then let's look up the code alphabet, and we're gonna find the symbol for each letter, and let's write that underneath. So if we see on this, I think the first letter in science is S, so this is a symbol, like a lightning bolt. Do you see that one? So this is gonna be S. Now the next letter in science is C. So the C is this little spiral, so we're gonna draw that The next letter is an I, which is just a dot. So we're gonna write dot. The next letter in science is E, which is the like swirl or spiral facing the opposite way of the C. So I'm gonna draw that like that. And then an N is a heart that's shaded in. I like that one.
That's cute.
A shaded in heart. And again, C, so let's just copy this one. And the last one is E, we already have one right there. Alright, so, do you see that? I used the code alphabet and I made the word into a code.
That's cool.
In piece of paper, we're just gonna draw a dash to indicate that it's a blank. So, let's see. How many letters are in science? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's why we have 7 symbols. So we're gonna draw 7 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one's a little, it's okay. Don't worry about it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this part off because this is the answer and we don't want them to know the answer. So we're just gonna cut it right here. All right, so that's it. But if you guys remember, we did do a math problem and that's gonna be part of the password too. So apart from that, we're just gonna write the answer from the math problem here at the very bottom. So if you guys remember, that answer was 18. So it's gonna be the word of the password and then that number. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna place the alphabet, that code alphabet, and this clue where you wrote where the next clue is gonna be. So after they solved that math problem, I said in the back of the correct answer, the clue was the table. So I'm gonna put these two at the end of the table. I'll just put it there. So you can have someone like your parent know the answer, you're gonna knock at the door, and you can't exit the room until you give them the correct answer. So make sure you solve everything correctly, and that's the way you're gonna exit the game and win. Alright you guys, so now that we did all 3 challenges and I did the steps on how and showed you how to do it, let's just do them all together. Like if you prepared it for someone, maybe challenge your mom, your abuelita, or whoever lives with you. Alright, let's go start with the first clue or challenge, which was the puzzle. I think I'm gonna have a hard time, and I made this. Okay, so we did it! Okay. So you see how cool that was? It took a time and we found out the clue says whiteboard. So I'm gonna go to the whiteboard now. Follow me. Alright. Rosie went to the store. She bought 10 Jolly Ranchers and 8 Skittles. How many Jolly Ranchers and Skittles does she have in total? So 10 plus 8. I think we're doing addition here. 10 plus 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think, yeah, I got it right. So the next clue says, go to the table. I'm gonna go to the table now. And, oh, I see something. It's a weird message. I don't know what it is. Oh, there's something. Maybe I need to match the symbol with the letter and we can solve and get a word or something. Let's see. I see this right here. So that says S. What about the symbol? C. Dot, I, what is that? An E, sign, a heart, what's that? N, C, E. Science 18. I think we solved it. Let me go knock on the door and yell out this password.
What's the password?
Science 18.
That is correct.
Congrats! You learned how to create your own puzzle, make your own math problem, and we touched a little bit on coding. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!